Hello folks, welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be again seeing a cool project of opencv and about the face recognition part, not face detection, it's face recognition part. So in opencv, we have almost like currently three algorithms available to detect faces and not to detect faces, but to recognize faces. So one of which is Lbph, which is local binary patterns histogram. So today we'll be seeing how to use this Lbph to detect multiple faces. Now, until now, you might have seen any videos or any documentation which would be talking about detecting only one face, recognizing only one face. So in this video, I'll show you how you can detect multiple faces. It is supporting multiple faces, but it's not clear anywhere. So let's start. First of all, we need to create the data set of our Lbph for our Lbph algorithm. So what we are doing, we are using OpenCV for that. Right now, I won't run it because if you want to do it, you need to have two or let's say you want to detect for 3 to 4%, then you need to run this program, this first cell for that many number of times, and you need to change the face ID, right? At first, it would be one. In my case, there are only two faces which it will detect. So it would be one for the first time, and I will take pictures of my face. And second time, I've taken the images of my cousin brother. So that's why you need to change this face ID every time you change the person and then run this program. So right now I'm not running it, but it's very simple. What I've done is I've used Har cascade of frontal face detection, convert it to grayscale, crop it, and save it. Now, how I have saved is the thing, is the crux of this whole matter, like how you can do the LBPH for multiple faces is using this face ID. So what we will do, we will detect using face ID. Now, if I show you the data set, this is the data set. I have total 1,000 items, 500 of mine and 500 of my cousin brother. So what is this ID? So person dot ID dot its first photo. So one after person is the ID. So if I show you my cousin's photo, so this is the second ID, person dot two. So similarly, you can have as many as person ID, like as many as person you want to detect. Just keep on changing the ID and it will do it work. It would take around 500 images. Now, once it's done, we need to train it. So for training, it's simple. Like it's as simple as the training for a single person. So we need to first create the recognizer, or let's say the model. If we see the linear regression, this is the command where we create the model using either linear regression or sequential model in deep learning. So this is the same as that what you say the uh, code. Then we are using the frontal face detector to again capture the only face and then training it. Finally, we will what we are doing here is this is a main function which we need to focus. Now this function will convert the images to a NumPy array, and it would place like it would append in we have created two arrays, which is face samples and IDs. So it would take ID of each sample of the photo. So this is what this function will do, and it will return these two arrays, and using these two arrays we will train our model. So once we have trained the model, it would save in pickle file. So in next program, we will use this pickle file. We'll import this pickle file and then use it. So right now I combined. Actually, this three needs to be a different file. Okay, so this is a program to just create the data set. This is for the training of the model, and this is how to use that model. In here, I have integrated a few things. So one would be, you can say I have made two modules of my own, which is WhatsApp email. Like we can send WhatsApp messages and email notifications, as well as we can create AWS instance and attach an EBS volume to it. So what I've done is if it detects me, like if it detects me, then it will send a WhatsApp message. It will also send an email, and it will also create an instance on AWS. And if it detects my brother's face, so it would just send the WhatsApp message and email. Like it would be detected, okay, my brother is using my system or I am using my system. So for that, let me show you. This is the code for WhatsApp message and email. So I have used Twilio for doing the WhatsApp message thing. In Twilio, you need to first create an account. It's free account. It will give you some $15 to use for a free account. In that free account, when you will see for the documentation of the API docs or SDKs for a particular, let's say, their product. One of which I used is for WhatsApp messaging. It also is for normal SMS, voice SMS, and video studio and a lot more. So I've used this their documentation, and there's in one part you will find a code. Yes, yeah, this is the code. So similar code I have used to do the API call of Twilio and send WhatsApp message. So once you create account, then you need to it's not subscribe, but you need to activate the WhatsApp Sandbox. So you will get one URL where you need to click and you need to activate that WhatsApp Sandbox. Once it you will activate, you will receive you will you have to message a number. They will give a number. So this is the fixed number you need to keep in the from. Okay, so this is the from, and you can change this number. Like you can right now it's my number, but you can change it to anyone else also to give that person a notification. And finally, this is a very simple email code, and in that you need to pass four things. One is content, like what you need to send from email to email, and the password of from email. So right now I everything is I have set it in a variable. Actually, in the cells below I have used it so no one can see it, and I have used it here and in the password field at the end. So once you are done with this code, and finally this is for the creating the AWS instance, then creating EBS, and then attaching to it using CLI commands. Actually, I haven't used Boto 3. You can use Boto 3 if you know it. If you know Boto 3, it would be simple. Even you can use Terraform if you have, but I have used a simple CLI command. This is a CLI command for AWS. For that, you need to install AWS CLI. So you can get it from here. You first need to install this AWS CLI, then you need to configure it by AWS config. And then you can run this commands to create everything. And these are two modules, so I have imported it here. I imported it here. And finally, when I run it, let's do the demo. First of all, let me open the email so it would be confirmed. So right now I already tested it around 10 times and it was working fine. Yeah, so I've run it. There will be a WhatsApp notification right now. I can't show you that. Somehow I'll try to show you. So there's a WhatsApp notification. You can even see that. Then there's a successful email sent, and this is my face, and it can detect me also. So that's not an issue for now. And yes, this is the mail. It states that face detected of Shubham Balala AWS instance created. And yeah, it is like it is detecting me, and if my brother comes up right now, so it would also send the particular mail and message. So this that's all for this, and some of the basics with not basics but tricks which you can use to integrate multiple things, and that's what I want to show in this video, that how you can make this such a simple application integrated with multiple things. And one more thing, if you want to do this automatic sending of the message, then in the from Gmail account, you need to turn this on. Right now it is on. You by default it will be false for you here. So you need to on it. Like come to this page, like open the Google account, just type Google security, and you will be landed to that page. Click on this URL, you will be landed to this page. In here, you turn it on, it would be off. So right now, for this demonstration purpose only, I've on it, and after using, you can again turn it off, and everything would be fine and secured again. So thank you for watching this video, and take care.